Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Phoenix Point Terror from the Void. In the last episode we recovered one of our bases and we did a pretty significant amount of capturing while on it. We brought the beta team across in order to save this Anu Haven. We're going to get a few bits of resources from here, but now that we're positive on food, resources aren't really going to be that much of a problem for us. Now, as always, we can only take 6 people along, so Laura and Gio aren't going to come along. But I have gone through and I've started re-gearing people. So we have a Scorpion on Gio, even though we can't bring it out. We've put the Rebuke onto Anton, and Eileen has got a Scorpion, although Eileen had a Scorpion before anyway. I could do more, because we have one more Scorpion. I could put it on Anton, or I could put it on Elif, but they're not supposed to be using sniper rifles. So I'm going to leave it alone, and we're going to save it for the other team. That way I'm not going to worry about building stuff that we don't have to build. Anyway, let's not faff around too long. Let's just get in and see what this is all about. In terms of like stuff that I could manufacture, we do have enough resources that we could potentially do like another Rebuke or potentially another Scorpion. But I'm going to wait until after this mission before we have a look at what we want to spend our resources on. Now, the other thing to note is we didn't have enough mutagens in order to do another mutation on anyone. So we still don't have Eileen with the Frenzy Head. We will get it at some point, but it means that we're still stuck doing our age-old techniques of exploring semi-slowly. So looking around tactically, as always, going to look for any defenders that we could potentially take, and civilians that we need to save. There's 2 of them right there, and then high ground points where we could get good vantages. Now, these slums are not particularly brilliant, so I think actually getting across to this berserker is probably going to be one of the best things we could do.
Let's show 'em what we can
Anton,
do.
is there any way you can reach it in one go? Not from where you are, but if we move you first, you might be able to. So we're going to clear some of the other people out of the way. I think we'll bring Elif over this way, maybe grab a civilian and start moving them towards the exit. Elif's also got the ability to sense stuff nearby.
Heading out.
Okay, no red dots yet. Let's charge the civilian in. Okay, civilian has seen a big tamale. Ooh, over the side. Okay. We're definitely going to want to do something about that. There is something... That's another civilian in there. Great. Do we want to capture a Chiron? That's going to be a lot of paralysis to try and do, but it is something that we could do. This one doesn't have stabby legs. At least I don't think it's got stabby legs. And Helmi can do a lot of paralysis. So moving in on it could actually be a very good thing for us. We could also mind control it if we can like drop its willpower low enough, so that's another option. Let's move Bethany over to it. Because we can move across semi-stealthily, and it wants us to go round that way. Okay. That's freed up enough space that we can move Anton forwards, although, albeit, not much. Let's move Eileen first. I'm actually thinking getting up in the centre might be the best option for Eileen. if you get to here, you've got decent sight lines. You could help out with paralysis when things come in. That's fine. Okay, Anton, now you can move one space further. Good. Let's get your jet jump. Perfect. Just where we needed it. Okay, it looks like there is something in here, so we're going to go and say hello. That is quite the roundabout route to move, isn't it? Hey, it's another defender. Well, that's handy. We're not going to be able to grab them this turn. But it means we don't need to worry about the Berserker going in there to touch them. Or instead we can move the Berserker down here to stab this guy. Let's dash next to him. I can't tell if we've actually got enough to do what I want to do. Because I don't know if we've only got 2 or if we've got 3 left. You know what, let's try and shoot his gun off, his pincer off. We only had 2, we wouldn't have made it. It's good to know. This guy should probably be stunned rather than killed because of his touch by the void. So we're going to want to do that with Anton, I think. Just in case, we'll bring Liz right up the middle. Because we can do an onslaught from Liz to help out next turn. And Helmy, I think I'm going to bring you across this way, as I mentioned. Okay, it's an unusual spread, but it'll be fine. So what's your... Yeah, you will spawn an Umbra on death, so we don't want him to die. Okay, you've seen another guy. You're staying down below. And the Chiron is launching a whole bunch of stuff, which we would expect. Okay.
Ready.
So, over here, how the hell do we want to do this? Getting you to attack these seems OTT. That one on the roof is going to be a right pain. Let's grab you. We're going to come down and we're going to start the paralysis.
Moving to coordinates.
So, very, very first thing, we're going to want to bash this to kill it, because we don't care about paralyzing it. Now we want to paralyze you. Except we're going to do an onslaught. From Liz. Which is going to allow us to do another 2 of those.
Let's show them what we can do.
Okay, he's secure for the moment.
What's our move? Let's show them what we can do.
We have this guy. Bashing with 53 will kill. Bashing with 35 will not. Okay. How do we get up on the roof? It's all the way around that way. That is a pain. It is possible for us to dash round and up and then get a shot, I think. Oh, I never thought, actually. Your tentacle attack. Let's have a look. 24 paralysis. Ooh. Okay, that is actually pretty spicy. 24 paralysis with 40 piercing. It does take 2 action points. Okay. Don't miss this. Job done. Even if all the additional guys do is just keep the worms occupied, I will be fine with that. Okay, bash. Lovely. And with kill and run, we can actually get you down a bit closer. You can't quite see to do anything over there. That's a shame. How much health have you got? You've got 290. We can sort of get somewhere where we can start paralyzing you, but it might be better for us to just start killing you. Start the paralysis over here. This might get painful very quickly. Civilian, you can just get out, actually. No point in us having you around. Oh, we could do a quick aim shot. Maybe.
Moving to coordinates.
Maybe we can blast his shield arm off. We did some damage to it. We don't have to capture everyone. That is another thing that must be recognised. Just go for the leg, I think. Because with the leg disabled, it's going to do more damage.
Gotcha.
Or did we get him in the arm again? We got him in the arm again. Well, we may as well. Oh, hit the side of the thing. Fine. Eileen, do you want to come and do the scorpion shot? Don't worry, civilians. You are safe, for varying definitions of safe.
Moving out.
And everyone is going to move in to capture this Chiron now. So, Helmy, from here, yeah, you can do some very nice pistoling. Nine paralysis each time. Super spicy. Okay, we'll start with Bethany. And we don't even need to really do any more. Helmy could just have one shot, and I think that's going to finish it off. There we go. We got ourselves a Chiron. And Bethany got a level up. I mean, given the amount Bethany did, I think that's worthwhile. Eileen, 130 XP, well deserved for saving a civilian. It's a good work by the team. Right. Well, with Chiron and Anarthran added into the mix, we failed to identify the origin.
Yes. Good. Yes. You have succeeded so far. Yes.
You have shown courage,
Strength, yes.
obedience,
Submission.
Faith above self. Yes.
demonstrate the divine principles.
Strike down our enemies.
Prepare for the day of judgment.
Strike down our enemies, yes.
Synedrian.
Apostles of a false creed.
Humans at the top of creation.
Lies. We are not evolved, not yet.
Find their homes.
Break their heathen beliefs.
Show them the wrath of the dead god. Blood, fire, in the streets. Yes.
No. I'm fine with a lot of stuff, but definitely not happy with this. New Jericho hate us for that, and Synedrian hate us for that. That's...
Don't listen to the Synod and its mad ramblings. It has lost its way, lost sight of our ultimate goal. Too much dogma and too little understanding, if you ask me. This is not what the Exalted stands for, never has been.
Alright. Tell me more, Tactic Nurgle.
I have a much better mission for you. Help me retrieve what the Exalted needs from this Pandoran structure instead, and I'll put you in touch with her.
Okay, we could do that. So obviously New Jericho is unfriendly and Synedrian are unfriendly because we've progressed more with Anu. That's fine. We will get that back. We're going to put the Chiron Autopsy in over there. And because the beta team has succeeded here, where's the 6th initiation? We might as well move across. Do we have any... we do have a little bit of healing that's needed. We'll move across. We'll regroup with the beta team. I'll also do the level up for Bethany. Ignore pain. Is it really pain if they're mechanical body parts? I'm still going to take it, but it is an interesting question. Exertion, recover 2 AEP, limited to 1 use per turn. This is going to be such a powerful ability. And I'm going to take Vanish as well. We're going to start digging into our extra points for that. That's fine. Right. Back to the containment. This Arthrin is worth 70, so we will harvest it up, which means we can do that mutation for Citizen Eileen. Getting a Judgment Head. It's going to help your accuracy a little bit, not as much as your current helmet, and definitely not as much as a Perceptor Head. But it's also going to allow you to help everyone else move a lot faster. Let's scrap your old helmet. Look at these resources coming in. And this is probably enough for us to start having a look at more powerful things. We can get another shard gun on the go. I want that. And then soon we'll be able to get another rebuke on the go. Where is Strike Force 1? Okay, that's on its way to get equipped. We're going to be able to put these other weapons on probably the beta craft just in case. But we haven't needed that much in the way of air game. And I think that is in part down to the... oh, I can get another rebuke on the go. In part down to the mod. They've definitely removed a lot of the concern about that. See, the Reaper's okay, but it's not spectacular. I really wish that there was a PDW or a Deceptor, you know, heavy machine gun, or light machine gun, for the ancient weapon stuff. Okay, so you're fine to sit there for a couple of hours while we finish making the other marauder. This is the beta 1. So, beta 1, you might as well have a weapon. You guys are going to sit there for just a moment, and then we're going to start. But well, actually, you need to rest up for Eileen. But once you've rested, we'll pull you down. Speaking of resting, how is the Alpha team doing? You're still resting up for Ali, but it's not too bad at the moment. Okay, that Marauder is done. So back in the Air Force. Strike Force 1. God, you are a scary craft. Super scary. Beta 1. Actually, you know what? Alpha 1 can have this instead. So just in case other opposite sides of the world, they can delay, damage, harass something until an opportunity presents itself for us to get Strike Force 1 in. That's fine to me. I like that. So, Strike Force 1, you are properly re-equipped. We can move you back to regular trading, so you're going to be doing food for everything over here, because we don't need food anymore. And in addition... Okay. The ODI is getting worse. We've received an unconfirmed report of someone dying during a potentially ODI-related recurring nightmare. The individual in question has supposedly reported that with each repetition of the dream, they came closer to the gates of a tomb in a vast dead city under a black sky. It's hard to judge what exactly this means without more evidence. More touched by the void. Our people are seeing more oil monsters in the field. I'm looking forward to strict adherence to the scientific method explaining this away as our operatives are going more crazy. We haven't actually seen more Umbras in the field because we've done a very good job of avoiding creating them. But conceptually, what they said is right. Let's get not a Scorpion. I want another Shard gun. How are you guys doing? Still got a lot of resting to do for Eileen. Food harvesting technology will be done in just a moment.
Research complete.
So Pandorans can now be turned into
Are
food.
you aware of the legend of Fort Bacon? It's a tall tale, a myth of the post-apocalypse that circulates among our soldiers. It tells of a haven where people have found a way to safely eat the Pandorans, which, if reports are to be believed, actually taste of bacon. It's a very human response, I suppose, not unlike the utopias dreamed up by medieval peasants. But despite what Synedrian may tell us, there is no land of plenty, no secret haven ruled by Prester John. The reality of this world is constant struggle against infection. And I wonder, has the Phoenix Project forgotten that? Have you decided to set up your own little cockaigne, where the corpses of our enemies are a source of health and happiness?
Alright, we're going to go with harvesting nutrients from Pandorans as pragmatic choice guided by reason, but he's going to hate us no matter what we say.
A logical argument, at least on the surface. But I remember how many irrational policies were justified by an appeal to pragmatism, even as the Pandora virus was destroying the world we knew. I would advise avoiding short-term thinking and considering the long-term risks inherent in this technology you have developed. The Pandorans are the problem, not the solution.
Okay, so New Jericho are slightly more than just unfriendly now. And this is the first time I think I've ever ever been actually hostile with a faction. So I don't know precisely what that's gonna what that's gonna mean for our interactions with them. But we definitely want to stay aware and keep on top of it. Let's pull up Ali. How is your resting going? You're about half there. I think probably once... let's go food for materials. Once we've done everything, once the shard gun is manufactured, we'll re-gear the Alpha team and then start sending them down for their next mission. Okay, we could do tech for materials down here and then start swinging back round. But at this point, I don't think we're really going to need many more resources. Okay, that shard gun is done. The energy generator is repaired at PHB 1. So let's go to the Alpha team. Ibrahim, your shotgun needs to be retired. We do have another shard gun on the way, actually, in terms for manufacturing, and the Rebuke. So it's only going to be 2 hours for the Rebuke and then another 4 for that, so we can start sending the team out. But it's worth us bearing that in mind. You're primarily going to be using the shard gun, so we'll give Ali the Scorpion. And Vahan, I do want to give you a different head just as soon as we can get the mutagens. Jamila, it would be good to give you a Scorpion as well. So we should probably get one more Scorpion on the go. And a Rebuke for Frost. Well, the Rebuke's on the way. I think we're fine enough to actually start moving the team down for these resources. So Alpha 1, Alpha 2, down you come. Okay, tech for materials. Mostly these materials are going to be for manufacturing the ancient items. Ooh, look at that! We've got an unexplored site. Have not had one of those in quite a while. Well, we're not going to send Strike Force 1 into it because inevitably Emmanuel will die. We don't want that. Instead, let's trade for some more tech. Actually, let's go see if there's any more technology at the marketplace. Right, we can get one more Scorpion on the go. So let's queue that up. In the personnel. Frost, your weapon is being upgraded. You are still not skilled with it, but that is fine. You're skilled enough with it. And actually, Selena, while we've got you here, we may as well give you a regular grenade launcher. You're still going to be mostly up close and personal, but, you know, it doesn't hurt to have extras, just in case. And I don't think we've got anyone... We could do another just in case with another grenade launcher. How much does it weigh? It weighs 5, so you would need a bit more strength to justify that. I don't think it's a bad idea. Like, worst case scenario, we need lots of grenades, we swap that across, and boom, 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 boom. That's what I'm thinking. It could happen. It could happen. Okay, another shard gun is done. So, Alpha Team, who else is going to get the shard gun? Ali could get one, which would be fine. I could give it to Vahan. give an actual option for close range. If Ali's going to be getting in super close, we don't really need full focus on the assault rifle. Let's swap Ali over for this. It's a little bit less damage, but with the piercing, it's going to be more useful, and with the psychic damage as well. Alright, the team has made it to the scavenging site. Unfortunately, we're not going to have enough time to take care of that today, so we'll have to pick that up next time. In fact, in 1 hour, we get another scorpion, so let's just wait for that to finish and we'll get that equipped. So it could be Ibrahim or... who was it that I was saying would do well? Jamila. Yeah, let's put it on Jamila now. But that is all we're going to have time for today. So thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Phoenix Point Terror from the Void. See you soon.